Hey guys, how you doing? So I know that I said that I wasn't intending on doing a sculpting tutorial video, and I'm not. So this isn't really going to be a how to watch my process type of thing. I'm sculpting something new and I don't know what the fuck I'm going to sculpt. So I figured that I can just, pick up the camera and just, show you guys what I'm doing as it goes along. This is just the armature blocked out in some clay. As you can see, it's just, nothing really going on there, nothing special. Alright, so as you can see, I got it blocked out a little heavier. It's a little bigger. And, this is a good size. What I'm trying to do is make it easier on myself with building the shape of the head and the face. And that's just what bulking this out does. It's not necessarily like whatever I do might not be as big as the shape I have here, because I might take some down, but it's good to leave yourself with some wiggle room when you're doing stuff like this. So see where we go from here. Alright, so as you can see, I got a little bit more facial features coming out here. So let's get this focused. You can see cheekbone, nose, brow. I built some of the forehead up, chin, jaw area. So alright guys, so this is where I'm at now. I've changed the face about 3 or 4 times. Like I said, I didn't really have any plan as to what I was doing. I still don't have any other plan as to what I'm doing with this sculpture. But it's turning out pretty interesting. It's looking a little creepy, a little freakish. Starting in the detail work, building out some of the face. I've got some scarring that I'm starting here that's just gonna go all the way to the back, and it's looking pretty interesting. I'm gonna go in and expand on it a bit. Alright guys, so this is what I've got right now. Just been adding to it as far as detail goes, adding texture. See, there's a lot of texture I've added in the face. I guess I've kind of went with this leather facey type of look, which is cool. I don't have something like that already, which is nice, but there'll be a few things that I should be able to do with this. I'm still not 100% done on it. Let's see, turn it around here. This is the other side. I'm still not 100% done on the sculpture. It obviously needs some reshaping, especially around this back area. There needs to be a little bit more detail put in there, and overall in the whole mask could use a little bit more detail, but I do like the shape. And I like the face of the mask. I think it's creepy looking. I think it will look great painted up and casted, and I think there's a lot of different ways I could spin a design like this. Let's see, the side here. Like many of you know that I reuse a lot of my molds to suit and fit other things. which no doubt that I will do the same for this one. So I'll continue to work on this thing, probably for another day or two, and I don't really like to work on sculptures for very long, just because I don't like the mess and I don't like mold making. I'd like to just get it over with and put something new out there. But this is what we got so far, and excited to show you where I go from here. Okay guys, so what I've done is I've started to add some textures to the skin type of, you know, thing I'm going for. I've used a sponge. Let me get this in focus here. I've used a sponge. I don't know if you really be able to see that texture that I have there, but there is a slight texture to it. I used a sponge for that, and of course used my sculpting tools to give it these wrinkles and cracks in the skin. Accentuated that a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty cool sculpt. There's something a little different on my end. I'm sure everyone's seen, you know, tons of like Leatherface style masks and stuff. And of course, after I mold this thing, we'll be getting some casts out, and I'll likely be doing a new video on the whole painting and production side of pushing these babies out. So alright, so next day I decided to add a little bit more to it, just as far as detail goes. There's a lot more detail that I've added in the face and around the entire head. I filled in the eye holes a little bit more so they're not so deep. It's good to do that, like fill in your eyes and mouth holes a little bit. It just, you know, helps save on plaster and latex in the long run. You know, the deeper they are, they're just going to fill with the plaster, and that's going to, you know, take more latex to cast, in which you'll be cutting that off anyways, so it doesn't matter. But so if you can see the detail that I've added in the back of the head. But overall, I'm fairly happy with the sculpt, and I'm probably gonna get over on start molding it today. So as long as the you know, clay dries up in time, you don't want it to be too wet before you start laying your paint on there. But thanks for clicking on this video, guys. I may do, you know, more videos like this with sculptures and stuff in the future. Maybe I'll do some videos like this on the molding process, but I really don't want to do like any type of extensive videos on molding and sculpting, just because they are so time consuming. You know, it would just take so much work to put a video together that's like that, so I just don't have any interest in doing that. But yeah, look out for this guy in the future.